we go. So we'll be doing some visualization because it is the full moon in Leo, and it's very auspiciously connected with Jupiter and Venus, which is bringing in blessings, the energy of joy and freedom, and the heart's deepest desires, what we want to manifest in our lives, um, more along the lines of what kind of consciousness do you want to cultivate, and that can reflect in changes in the outer life. So I thought we would do a little heart-centered meditation this morning to just tap into that and get the creative juices flowing, as well as the physical. So just start by sitting tall. So the sun is in Aquarius, which is also about freedom and innovation. So it's really a powerful time energetically, things that we can tap into and utilize to serve and move forward with our lives. So extending up through your spine, just relax your shoulders away from your ears. And let go of the week that we've just gone through. There's some intensity, but we can balance that in our yoga practice. And bring your attention to your breath. Notice your pattern. The rhythm. Is your inhale longer or your exhale? Does it feel deep or shallow? Does it feel easy or challenging? Just bring your inner Buddha smile. Come into quiet. And before we actually attune to the breath, lifting and lowering our arms, just bring your hands in and create a heart, bringing your fingernails together and then your thumbs, creating a heart shape with your hands. And then bring that over your sternum just for a few breaths here. Uh, you can close your eyes, but picture that heart that you've created with your hands over your sternum and peering into the center where there's space as you've made this heart. The heart representing love and compassion, which impacts our psychic abilities, impacts our relationships, both with ourselves and family, friends, and also the source, the creator. So if you have a good visual of this heart shape over your heart chakra, just release your hands to your knees or your lap, but continue to imagine the opening in that heart. And just take your mind, your awareness into that space, sitting on top of your heart chakra. Now, the color of the heart chakra is green, nature green, meadow green. And then love and compassion are often depicted with pink shades like magenta and pink. Excuse me. So if you'd like to swirl some green energy inside this heart and splash some pink or magenta in there. And they say that the heart's desire, our hearts individually, each of us have a deep desire, and it's thought that that comes from the will of the creator. So it's more or less sent into you and combined with your energy. So, just for a few breaths, consider your heart's desire. Focusing into this pink and green, into this heart shape. Perhaps just pose the question to yourself or your own soul, spirit. What would be your deepest desire? So take your attention not just over the heart chakra, the sternum, but inside that space and go deeper, go inside the chakra at your heart, using your imagination. And if you see visuals or hear mm, spirit guiding you somehow, depending on your own receptive facility or faculties, I should say. Then just go with it. There's no right or wrong. It's just what's coming to you as you focus. If there's a direction that you wanted to go in your life, really, really, really want to go in spite of any other issues around it, like money or time or anything like that, just consider what that would be. Once you have that, then everything else falls into place. Now, if you've been receiving or feeling inspiration somehow around your deepest heart's desire, and if nothing has come to you, at least there's a seed planted deep in your heart. But along with the full moon in Leo, with aspects to Jupiter, which is expansion, and Venus, which is a feminine, the only feminine planet, representing love, beauty. We also have aspects with Mars, very strong aspects with Mars. So once we have that desire in our awareness, then Mars would say, what actions can you take to approach that desire? So just for a moment, consider that. Sometimes the action comes to mind before the desire, and the desire comes as a result of wanting to take an action. So it can go both ways. So the energies that are conducive to achieving these desires are freedom, passion, and joy. So, what would bring those into your life more fully? So, just focusing into the breath now. Bring your palms together over your heart center, and we'll attune to breath. Breathe and lift arms overhead. And exhale, open. Breathe. Clearing your aura, giving it a little sweep. And one more round. All right. So, our intention this morning is to celebrate the full moon in Leo, which only comes once a year, I believe, and to utilize the energies to tap in. All right, so just take your legs out and shake them out. We've been sitting here for a few minutes with them all folded in, and just side to side. Windshield wiper your feet, and then circle around in your ankles. In reverse. All right, and then just bring your left knee in towards your chest. Just draw it in and just take it side to side a little bit. And then bring the sole of your foot to the inner thigh of your right leg and let your knee come down towards the floor. It doesn't have to be touching by any means, but just give it a few little pulses to relax the hip and the thigh, the knee. And then take your hands starting at the root of the thigh, so right near the hip bone or the groin, and just start to stroke the leg, lengthening out and letting that relax the muscles in the inner thigh, even the top of the thigh. And then facing forward, sitting up on the sitting bones, and flex the foot on the extended leg. Just breathe, arms up overhead, then reach, and bending from the hips, exhale forward. Just a bit of a stretch. We're just warming up, so we're not going to go to the ultimate. Just try to lengthen out in the spine through the top of your head and through your fingertips, and then scoop the fingertips forward. Use your arms to lift you up and breathe in. And turn towards your bent knee. Bring your right hand onto that leg and your left hand behind you into a twist. Gentle. You can pulse in and out of the twist a little bit if that feels more comfortable to loosen up in your spine. And then come into a hold and breathe. Now, with your left hand in the back, just place your palm onto the floor and bring that right foot perpendicular. Bring your right hand onto the mat and just lift your hips, straighten the bent knee, and lay that foot over top of your right foot and come into a side plank. Breathe your arm up, look up into your hand, engaging hips, thighs, everything. And then bend that knee and bring it down to the floor and lower your hip back down and come around facing front once again. Take in a breath, breathe arms up overhead. Foot on the extended leg is flexed. Reach up. Another deep breath. Exhale, hinge forward in the hips. Now you're not going over the leg with your torso. You're just coming in center. And then scoop the fingertips forward. Use your arms to pull you up. And then exhale, arms down. And we'll switch legs. So bring your right foot into the inner left thigh. And just a few pulses here. Opening in the hip. Just some gentle moves to loosen it up. And then once again, taking your hands at the root of the thigh and just lengthening that thigh out, just using a stroking movement. And then just a little pressing down. All right. And then face front, toes up on the extended leg. Breathe a deep breath. Reach, extend forward in the hips, straight spine. And notice how this leg feels as you stretch, just warming it up. And then scoop the fingertips forward and lift up using your arms. And exhale. Oh, wait, turn first. I'm sorry. Turn towards the bent knee and bring your left hand onto the knee and your right hand around behind you for a twist. And just working with your edge, just press into it and see how it feels and in and out. Breathe and exhale into your twist, stretching. All right, and then from here, press down in your right palm. You want that under your shoulder. Bring your left hand onto the mat just above that thigh. And the left foot, just bring the foot perpendicular to your body and lift up. Extend the right leg, overlap the foot onto the foot that's on the floor and lift up into your side plank. Look up to the source. And then bring your knee back in, lower your hips, coming back down. And we'll repeat our stretch forward once again. So flex the foot on the left leg, breathe, arms overhead. Reach and extend, hinging forward in the hips. Just go wherever your body will go, because once you go to your edge and you remain there and breathe, your body will naturally relax down. Each exhale relaxes a little bit more. Keep the leg engaged on the extended leg, pressing the back of your leg into the mat. That will help with the stretch. And then scoop your fingertips forward and use your arms to lift you up. And then lower your arms down. All right, just bring that leg in for a moment and work with your shoulders, loosening. Circle around and reverse. All right, and just a little loosening in the shoulders, moving and circle around in your wrists, both directions. And then just let your arms come down, bend, straighten, bend, straighten. And fingers, remember to bring some energy down into your fingers. Just squeeze and stretch. All right. And come up onto the balls of your feet and loosen the toes. Bring your feet as close together as they will come, ankles together if they will, and then rocking on the toes. And then lower the knees down onto the floor and come up sitting on your heels. Just breathe, arms up overhead, interlace fingers. Deep breath. Exhale and turn the palms up. Press back in the shoulders. Good. And then release and a little bit more in the shoulders. Just big circles. And reverse. All right. And then bring your palms to the floor, take in a breath. Exhale and just lift up into head to knee or ragdoll. And then walk your hands forward, lower your knees, come up sitting on your heels once again. Bring your hands around to your low back and just come into an arch. Bring elbows close into an arch. Good. And then palms on the floor, taking a breath. Exhale, lift up into head to knee or ragdoll. And lower down once again. Sitting on your heels. Come up. Bring palms onto the sacrum once again. Elbows as close as they'll come. Lift. Now focus on that heart center and your heart's desire. Whether you know what your heart's desire, your deepest heart's desire is or not, just focus inward, inside that chakra. It's a vast area And then lean back, opening the chest and shoulders. And then come forward, palms on the floor. Take in your breath. Exhale, lift up into head to knee. All right, now separate your feet about hip width. Bend your knees. Bring your arms back by your hips. We're going to swing up into chair pose. Take a breath. Exhale and lift. And reach. Draw your navel in. And bring your arms down around behind you. Interlace fingers. Straighten the legs. Just push the floor away. Open the chest. Bring your arms up behind you. I'll turn sideways for this. Just connect with the earth through the soles of your feet. Press down, ground into the earth. Lift your heart. Take in a breath. Exhale. Just bring your arms away from your body. Engage your hips. Lift your navel. Lift your ribs. Lift your chest and your chin. Go to the back. And press your feet into the earth once again, taking a breath. Exhale, hinge forward, coming over. Let the shoulders relax as you let your arms relax overhead. Coming in, head to knee. And then bend your knees once again. Let your hands separate and swing up into chair pose once again. Now bring your arms forward so they're parallel to the floor. Knees are still bent. We want to heat up our legs a little bit here. So reach. Focus on a spot. Just find something that you can gaze upon. And then lift one heel. Really press the ball into the floor. And then lift the other heel. Just come up. Take your time. Find your balance. Activate your core muscles. Press your heels forward. And then press up overhead and bring your heels down, bend your knees and lower your arms. All right, come towards the front end of your mat. Breathe palms to Anjali Mudra and exhale. Bend your knees. Take your right leg back into warrior one. The heel is off the floor. Breathe, arms overhead into warrior one. If you need to come in and out of vinyasa to loosen in the hips, and reach. Now focus on that heart area once again. Lift your heart. Consider your heart's desire. And open your arms, bring them down to your sides and slightly back into the arrow pose and slightly lean forward. Press through the back heel and you're over the front knee. Arrow pose. Jupiter being shot out into the universe to expand, to grow, to learn, and to express your heart's desire. Now bring palms back to your heart. Inhale, pull back in your legs and step it in and pause. All right, taking another deep breath. Soften your knees and take the left leg back and breathe, arms overhead. And some vinyasa, just loosening up. Press through the back heel. And then come in and hold your pose. And then open the arms out to the side, down to your sides and slightly back. And hinge forward. Press through the back heel, stretch that leg, and over the front leg. The weight is still evenly balanced. It's just you're leaning forward. So you're in arrow pose, being shot out into the universe, out amongst the stars, to merge with your heart's desire, which is actually deep inside you. And then bring palms back to the heart center. Pull back, inhale, and step it in. All right, and then release and separate your feet. We'll come into a standing twist. Loosen up in the spine once again. All right, and then come back to center. Now you can either turn your mat so it's sideways, or you can turn your body so that you're on your mat sideways for warrior two pose. I'm going to use my center mat. So just coming out into a 5-pointed star. Turn your right leg out, toes out, and the left heel presses out, toes in. Take in your breath. Exhale and bend your front knee into warrior two. Keep the hip bones pointed forward. Breathe it in. Exhale out for some loosening moves. Keep opening the knee. And exhale out, and then gaze over the fingertips or over to the horizon, over that bent knee in front. Press down in the back hip. Now breathe the leg in and bring palms over your heart. We're going to send out love through our palms. The heart chakra is here, but it comes up through the shoulders and out the arms and hands. So this is all green with some pink or magenta. So here we go. Take in your breath. Exhale. Arms up overhead. Breathe and send love out from your palms. So your hands are in flexion. And then bring your palms back in, bring the knee back in, and we'll repeat 2 more times. Nice deep breath. Arms overhead, out into warrior two, and send out love from your heart center. Leo is passion and compassion. creativity and joy. And palms in, knee in, inhale. And open, exhale out, sending love out through your palms. And then bring your palms in, bring the knee in, and we'll turn our feet to the other side. All right, taking in your breath. Arms overhead, exhale out, sending love through your palms. Send it to your family and friends, loved ones, the city or town where you live, out into the state, out into the country. Expand, sending love out into the continent and then out into the whole world. And breathe it in, palms together, knee in. Breathe again. Arms up overhead. Exhale, take it out, sending love out through your palms from your heart center. All the way out, expanding bigger and bigger out into the world. And bring it in, inhale. Exhale and inhale again. Arms overhead. Exhale it out into warrior two, sending love through your palms. Just imagine lighting up the world with green healing energy and pink or magenta love. And pull it back in and turn all your toes in, heels out. And just rest your hands on your legs. We'll come in for a forward fold. Exhale, just slide your hands down, coming into a stretch. And then bend one knee, straighten, bend the other knee. So you're getting a little side to side movement. All right, and then facing front, palms on the mat, just hop your feet in and then take them back into plank pose. Muscles are engaged, press through your heels. And then draw your left leg in for sun pose. Lift your chin, gazing up towards the sun, honoring its light. And take the leg back once again into plank. And bring the right leg in for sun pose. Gazing upwards towards the sun, honoring its light and its love for us, shining constantly. And take that leg back. Now just walk your feet in about halfway. Separate your feet and come down into a squat for goddess pose, honoring the moon. The feminine, often considered the feminine energy. Yeah, just gotta, there we go. So palms together, coming into your heart as you press elbows into your knees to open up in the hips. And then just lower down onto your mat. You can use your hands or just sit. And then we'll come into some spinal rocks, just hands under your legs and roll on your spine. Give it a little massage. We're going to shoot up into half shoulder stand. So as you go back, lift your hips up, come up onto your shoulders, and bring your palms under your hip bones, and just let the iliac crest relax into your palms, feet about above your nose in half shoulder stand. Just reversing the energy for a few breaths for cleansing and relaxation. Now, this is optional to go into the plow, taking legs overhead. We have done some stretches for the legs, so let's see how the back is doing. It helps if you come up a little higher onto your shoulders. And then interlace your fingers, stretch your arms out, press your palms down towards the floor, and relax. You can also put your knees on your forehead. Now lift back up into half shoulder stand. Bend your knees and there we go. Just roll yourself down onto the mat, one vertebra at a time. Bring your arms down. And then lower your legs. Just straighten them up, arms next to your sides, and lower down. Press your low back into the mat. Lower down. We're going to come into the fish. So just bend both knees and roll side to side. Bring your arms under you, elbows as close together as they'll come. I hook my thumbs together to bring them in closer. You can try that if you like. And then stretch out your legs. The legs remain relaxed, but the feet are flexed. Then press down on your forearms and palms and lift your torso. Press the chest forward, open the ribs, open the heart center, then lift up into an arch, let your head come back, relax your legs, and just reach your head, the top of your head to touch the floor. No weight on it, just touch. But feel your heart center open and spinning, squeezing out tension from the spine. Bringing your spiritual center, your crown, to the earth, grounding your spirituality. Now press down on your arms and roll up. Separate your elbows and bring your low back down onto the mat, and then roll the rest of your spine down one piece at a time. And then release your arms, turn your palms up, separate your feet. Now, if you're ready for Shavasana right now, you can go ahead, or if you need to put on some socks or get a blanket or whatever you need to make yourself as comfortable as possible, then just come up. Draw your low back down against the earth for a breath or two. Draw your shoulder blades under, roll your hips under, roll your shoulder blades under. Palms are up in receptivity to relaxation energy. Now bring your drishti, your focus, to your heart center. As you relax, take your attention inward, inside the tunnel, the chakra of your heart, anahata. Like it's a little journey traveling inside, like you're in a spaceship and you're soaring deeper within your heart center, your consciousness. And now start to bring your light body or your little craft back to your physical body, bringing stardust and sparkles, inspiration, and a knowledge of your deepest heart's desire, bringing you freedom, passion, joy, expansion, beauty, love, and the ability to take action in that direction. Become aware of your body now. Feel the stillness and start to bring some gentle moves coming back slowly from your reverie. And then just slide your feet together, legs side by side. Lift your knees up and wrap your arms around your legs in a stretch. You can roll side to side if you wish. And then roll on up into sitting. Bring your hands into your mudra of choice to seal in the benefits of your practice this morning, to seal your connections and reconnections. And then just bring palms over your heart center. Let your thumbs press on your sternum. The thumbs represent the will of the human, and the sternum represents the heart chakra. So you're merging the will of the source creator and your will. It's all one. So may your heart's desire be well known for you, and may the actions you take towards it be strong and effective. Peace, everybody. Namaste.
This is always so weird.
Oh,
Except when I'm playing golf with the dog.
what?
Except when I'm playing with the dog while I'm doing it.
Oh, playtime.
Are you not gonna be?
Are you at home, Debbie?
No, I'm at Carla's. That,
Oh,
yeah,
okay.
yeah.
I thought, oh, that doesn't look like your place.
No. Oh, that was wonderful. Thank you.
Oh, good. You got to
Yeah, I got
come
in on the end of your centering, the seated part. I got in on the end of that, and I just
Oh,
didn't know who would be going through the house or whatever, and so I just left the video off.
oh, I see.
Yeah, I had a
Oh, okay.
we had a little slumber party last night.
Oh, okay. Well, we started out with making the heart over. Did you see that part?
Yeah, I saw it, but I wasn't participating at that point. But
Oh, okay.
yeah,
All right. Well, that's where it all started from. So,
I figured that. Yeah,
okay.
yeah, yeah. No, I was on the phone with Ann South, so I didn't want to. Yeah,
She okay? She just,
yeah, she's okay. She'll be
yeah.
okay. Yeah,
What
she's
what happened to him?
she doesn't really want a lot of people to know about it. He's considerably older than her. He just kind
Oh,
of just kind of.
oh,
So they found a heart issue later, but it was too late at that point. But and he's like, I'm done. It's okay.
oh,
So,
oh my.
yeah,
Uh,
but
it's just a life and death matter, you know, whatever.
yeah.
Oh,
Yeah, we were just talking about signs and stuff from people who crossed over, so that was really cool,
oh yeah.
Yeah. It's so neat to get those signs and to know that they're just not that far away if you need them.
Yeah. Yeah, they're really not. It's just the body that's different.
Right. Just in a different dimension.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh,
Well, thank you so much. Appreciate it. That was wonderful.
oh, you're welcome. Absolutely.
Yes, thank you.
Thank you both for being
Day.
here. How's your hip doing? Was it your hip or your back?
Yeah, well, it's, both are getting stronger,
Oh,
and that's
good.
the thing, so, and my upper arms too, so. It's, 5 years of not using it is kind of making it more of a struggle to get there, but I can definitely tell it's getting stronger.
Oh, good. That's
So,
awesome.
good thing. Thank you so much.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Well,
Thank you. You guys have a great day.
You
you
too.
too. See you next time.
Yep. Bye.
Bye-bye.